Welcome back to another lecture of differentiation. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss about parametric function. Now first let us understand what is called parametric function. Now in the case of parametric function we can say that the variable x and the variable y is dependent on functions and that is dependent on a variable, suppose t. This is also dependent on another function that is based on t. So we are saying that x is a function of t, y is a function of t, and the common part in these two functions are the variable t over here. Now if we want to differentiate or if we want to find out dy by dx, then the only problem is neither y is dependent on x or neither x is dependent on y. So how to proceed with this kind of question? We say that let us differentiate y with respect to t and let us differentiate x with respect to t, and whatever the result that we are getting, we will divide that, then we will get this part. So parametric function is very simple. It says that if x and y are functions of t, then we need to differentiate them separately and we need to divide them so that we can get dy by dx. Now this is parametric function. Let's understand this part with an example. Now let us understand this question. The question says that the value of x is equals to a cos t plus log tan t by 2 and y is a sin t. We need to find out the value of dy by dx. Now let us start with the solution. First thing is to differentiate x with respect to t. Now if we differentiate x with respect to t, so a will remain outside and we are basically differentiating this entire portion cos t plus log tan t by 2, this entire portion. So cos t, we already know the formula that differentiation of cos t will give you minus sin t and differentiation of log x will give you 1 by x. So over here it is log tan t by 2, so this part will give you tan t by 2. But after differentiating, we need to differentiate this tan t by 2 also. So first part cos t becomes minus sin t, log tan t by 2 becomes 1 by tan t by 2, and after that we are going to differentiate this part tan t by 2. Now this a will remain outside, this minus sin t will remain over here, and this 1 by tan t by 2, if we simplify this in terms of sin and cos, so we are getting cos t by 2 in the numerator and sin t by 2 in the denominator. Now what will happen to tan? The differentiation of tan is sec square. So over here if we are differentiating this, it will become sec square t by 2. But after differentiating this, we need to again differentiate this t by 2 also. So this is basically a chain rule we are applying. First thing is to differentiate log, then to differentiate tan, and then to differentiate t by 2. Now this part a minus sin t will be as it is. This cos t by 2 and sin t by 2 in the denominator, 1 by cos square t by 2, and this one will become half over here. Now this and this will cancel out. So in the denominator you can see we are getting 2 sin t by 2 cos t by 2. Now 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. So this is basically a submultiple angle. So we are getting minus sin t plus 1 by sin t. So this 2 sin t by 2, 2 sin t by 2 cos t by 2 will give you sin t over here. So if we simplify this dx by dt, we are basically getting this part. Now let us start with y part. Now we got the result of dx by dt. The next thing is to find out the value of dy by dt. Now this part is very simple. We can simply differentiate this as dy by dt, that is a d dt of sin t, which is a cos t. So dy by dt is a cos t. So let's put these two values in the original question. That means if let us put this value in dy by dx. Now let us find out dy by dx. Now dy by dx can be written as dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Now dy by dt we already know the value, that is a cos t, and dx by dt we already know the value, that is a minus sin t plus 1 by sin t. Now before putting the value, if we take the LCM, it becomes minus sin square t plus 1 divided by sin t. As we know, this we can cancel a and a in the numerator and denominator, and this part will go in the numerator. So it becomes sin t cos t, and 1 minus cos sin square theta, or 1 minus sin square t, becomes cos square t. Now this and this will cancel out. So basically we are getting sin t by cos t, that is tan t. So this is your answer. I hope you understood how we are solving the parametric form. Let us take one more example in this type. Now let us start this question. Now in this particular question we have already understood that we need to differentiate x with respect to t, that is we need to find out dx by dt. Similarly we need to find out dy by dt. Now how to simplify this? The only problem is that x is dependent on t in this form. Now we have already discussed in the previous lecture that whenever we get these type of questions, we need to think how we are going to simplify this part. We need to think about the substitution. Now those who are new to this video, those who haven't understood how to substitute this part, they can watch the previous video. Now let us continue further how we are going to proceed this one. So in this particular case, we are going to put, in the first part, we are going to put the value of t as tan theta. Now in this particular case, if we put the value of t as tan theta, so this becomes sec inverse 1 plus tan square theta by 1 minus tan square theta. So this part becomes this one. Now we already know the formula of cos 2 theta. What is the formula? Cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So if we look at this formula, we can see that this part and this part is entirely the reciprocal of one another. So we can say that this sec inverse, if we do the reciprocal of this one, will become 1 by cos 2 theta. If we do the reciprocal of this one, we are basically doing the reciprocal of this one. So it becomes 1 by cos 2 theta. So I am writing this. Now this 1 by cos 2 theta can also be written as sec inverse sec 2 theta, which we are writing 2 theta. But the only problem is, at the beginning of the question was in terms of t, but the result that we are getting is in terms of theta. So what we are going to do? We are basically resubstituting the value of theta over here. How to resubstitute? You can see that the value of t is tan theta. So from here, theta will become tan inverse t, this part. So with this, we are going to resubstitute this, and we are going to get it at 2 tan inverse t. So this part, the sec inverse 1 plus t square or 1 minus t square becomes 2 tan inverse t. So if we are going to discuss the differentiation of x with respect to t, that is dx of sec inverse 1 plus t square by 1 minus t square, then dx of 2 tan inverse t, and we already know the differentiation of this part, differentiation of this entire portion, that is 2 by 1 plus t square. So this will give you dx by dt. Now let us discuss how we are going to simplify the y part. Now let us discuss about the y part. Now in this particular case, again we are getting an equation over here. If you want to find out dy by dt, then the only problem is we are getting tan inverse 3t minus t cube by 1 minus 3t square. Now differentiating of this entire portion will be very tedious enough. So let us substitute. Now the question again arises that what we are going to substitute in the place of t. So in this particular case, we are substituting the value of t as tan theta again. Now another question arises that why we are substituting tan theta. Now let me discuss this part first. We already know the formula of tan 3 theta, and tan 3 theta, the formula is 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. Now with this part, tan 3 theta is 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. This part and this part are identical. See, if you see over here, 3t, 3 tan theta minus t cube minus tan cube theta, 1 minus 3 t square, 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So in this place, if you are going to substitute this one, so this becomes tan inverse 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta by 1 minus 3 tan square theta, which will give you tan inverse tan 3 theta, and this part will give you 3 theta. Now the only problem is how to find out theta. So as we have discussed this one earlier, theta can be written as tan inverse t, this one. We are taking this tan on the other side, so it becomes tan inverse t. So this part becomes 3 tan inverse t. Now if we need to find out dy by dt, then we are basically differentiating this 3 tan inverse t over here, which will give you 3 by 1 plus t square. So this becomes your dy by dt. Now let us find out dy by dx. Now to find out dy by dx, we are using the same concept, dy by dt by dx by dt. Now in this part, let us put the values, that is 3 by 1 plus t square over here and 2 by 1 plus t square over here. So this and this will cancel out, so it becomes 3 by 2, which is your answer. I hope you understood this entire portion. In the next video, we are going to understand the next topic.